done in heaven, you need a paradise to celebrate. So Sri Lanka is the paradise of Indian Ocean. So we are with both hands inviting you to consider us as your wedding destination. Started producing in Sri Lanka even in recent years. We had about like 6 to 7 films producing in various different languages of India. And some of the key superstars of Indian cinema has been visited us and started those movie showcasing there, like say big names of the industry is visiting Sri Lanka and considering us as one of the best destinations. Mohanlal was actually in Sri Lanka.
Amazing.
And started his latest movie there. So we had a kind of opportunity of meeting him as well. I like to thank all the Indian tourists who visit us, who enjoy this finest destination and who pass the message to their colleagues all over. And that makes bigger and bigger market for us.
Delhi has got a very interesting vibe right now. Well, we're not talking about cinema, we're not talking about anything else. We're talking about the travel vibe. And it has nothing to do with India. To talk about this unique vibe is Sir Buddhika, who is the chairman of the Sri Lanka Tourism. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your time. And you will now have to decode to the viewers what this unique vibe that India, okay, let's say Delhi right now has got.
Yeah, actually, thank you very much, first of all. And India is always the biggest market for us. As a tourist market, Indian tourist is what we have been always looking for. And actually the numbers are growing immensely within recent past. This year also we are expecting 500,000 Indian travelers to visit our amazing country. And this event itself, what we have been doing in Delhi, is a very specific one. Actually, we want Delhi couples to have their weddings in Colombo and Sri Lanka, especially in Sri Lanka.
Right. And how did this idea of, getting Indian couples fly down to Colombo and basically help Colombo become one of the most sought after wedding destinations come about?
Yes.
How did it come about?
Because like even in recent past, traditionally we cater a lot of Indian weddings in our down south as well as in all over Sri Lanka. But we do have everything what Indian couples are looking for. We actually tick all the boxes even when it comes to traditional wedding or an intimate wedding of new sort. So Colombo has been transformed in recent past, as you've also witnessed. Colombo has one of the finest hotels right now. The ITC has been there, the Taj is there, the Shangri-La, and latest is Cinnamon Life. Likewise, there are massive number of 5 stars, state-of-art properties with very scenic Indian Ocean backdrop.
Right.
So we think like that can be utilized for a marvelous set of Indian weddings.
Right, right. So this was about weddings, sir. There are a lot of tourists, who would want to explore Sri Lanka for varied reasons, for just the travel part, but also, to understand the culture out there. What incentives or, what new strategies do you have for travelers first, and maybe also, for filmmakers who can come there and shoot movies and their series there?
Yeah, actually, like to start with, we know like the Indian tourists and the new Indian travelers are very sophisticated.
Yes.
And they are looking and demanding for new avenues of travel, new experiences. So Sri Lanka is full of them. If it comes to adventure tourism, we have finest whitewater rafting, undersea water activities, the island hopping, wildlife, the safaris, whatsoever. Even somebody who's very, very particular about the culture and heritage, we do have them as well. And also we do have latest value additions of entertainment industry. Actually, South Asia's largest casino is now posted to be in Sri Lanka. So likewise, any sort of Indian traveler, we do have a kind of a, I think, multiple array of things to do. So we want that to be showcased to India and more Indian travelers to be enjoyed this particular products that we do have.
Right.
Actually, we do traditionally catered a lot of European tourists and we are a massive European tourist destination, and we were being considered as one of the best islands in the world. Actually, last year, even at Geo, the Wanderlust, and various sort of magazines, even this year, has been categorized us as the most desired island to travel.
Wow.
Then we thought, like, say, okay, why not our Indian neighbors? I must say, not neighbors, but brothers and sisters, to visit and enjoy this finest piece of earth.
Yes.
That's the whole idea of it.
Yes.
When it comes to film tourism, actually we are right now finalizing our film policy. A lot of Indian films started producing in Sri Lanka. Even in recent years, we had about like 6 to 7 films producing in various different languages of India. And some of the key superstars of Indian cinema has been visited us and started those movie showcasing there, like say big names of the industry is visiting Sri Lanka and considering us as one of the best destinations. And we are about to launch the film policy, which
That's
covers a lot of attractive offers for the filmmakers. The one-stop shop for approvals, the custom clearance, the package and the offers from the airlines, and considering the long run, the rebating schemes of competitive destinations will also be added to this particular film policy.
Right.
And that actually, I think, will attract a lot of filmmakers to our country.
So we'll see Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik Roshan,
Exactly.
Mammootty, Mohanlal,
Yes.
Rajnikant, everybody, flying to Sri Lanka to shoot
As a
their
fact,
projects.
like last month, Mohanlal was actually in Sri Lanka
Amazing.
and started his latest movie there. So we had a kind of opportunity of meeting him as well. And also, I think most of the superstars of South are very much familiar in Sri Lanka. Rajnikant to Kamal Hassan, all these kind of famous superstars has their movies done in Sri Lanka, and they are considering more in Sri Lanka as well.
But who is being followed the maximum in Sri Lanka? Which of these stars? Is it Rajnikant, Shah Rukh, Kamal Hassan?
We are actually traditionally more into Hindi cinema.
Okay.
But in recent past, I think it's shifted to Kerala and Telugu.
Yes.
So there's a high following for Telugu cinema as well as Kerala cinema. And also traditionally, we are very much fond of Tamil cinema as well.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Since we're talking about films, I also wanted to ask you that always a lot of focus is on Colombo, and not other areas are given as much importance and significance that they deserve. So, would the policy also be drafted in such a way that you would be focusing on other areas and not necessarily Colombo?
Yeah, like actually, Colombo is probably the most cosmopolitan place. People can have their movies recasted, movies produced. But at the same time, we do have amazing backdrops, like say Allah, by the way, like this famous world-class Nine-Arch Bridge. And also down south, the Hambantota, as well as the down south shores. And most of the filmmakers, we are attracting them to those locations.
Yes.
Actually, one thing, they get the serenity of being producing their films with least disturbance. And also they get the benefit of being us supporting them in those places. And also we want them to be visiting more and more into the eastern part of Sri Lanka, which has finest set of white sand beaches, the forestry, and all these kind of things.
Wow, amazing. And just one last message that you would like to send out to all the viewers and the travelers from India.
Yeah, let me say, give 2 messages. One thing about the particular wedding event that we have been conducting in Delhi, if marriage is supposed to be done in heaven, you need a paradise to celebrate. So Sri Lanka is the paradise of Indian Ocean. So we are with both hands inviting you to consider us as your wedding destination. And secondly, I like to thank all the Indian tourists who visit us, who enjoy this finest destination, and who pass the message to their colleagues all over. And that makes bigger and bigger market for us. And now we are actually more than ever better in many parts. Entertainment industry, the wildlife and adventure, and various sort of things. And it's been open for all the Indian tourists to visit.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your time. And I'm promising you that you will see a spurt in Indian tourism when it comes to Sri Lanka in the coming months.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
We wish you
Thanks
all
for
the
this
very
opportunity.
best, sir.